Just like the anime, My Hero Academia All's Justice looks like absolute cinema. We got a new trailer right after the episode dropped and they wasted no time. And as if the animation didn't already look insane with the other trailers, this one just took it to a whole nother level. I'm talking better than some actual anime. Like, when I say this looks stunning, I mean it. They really seem to be ahead of things, not just with the timing of the trailer drop, but also the fact that they dropped this in dub before the actual episode got dubbed. That is pretty crazy to me, especially as a dub watcher, which I will mention later. And we got more info on new character slots, as well as some pre-order bonuses, and I'm going to discuss it all here in this video. But before I get into that, make sure to hit that like button and that subscribe button, especially if you're a My Hero fan and you're looking forward to the game. I'm definitely going to be covering it. I've pre-ordered it. And also, if you're an anime game fan in general, if you like anime games, maybe some JRPGs in the future. I know I'm a small YouTuber now, but hopefully one day I won't be, and you could say you're an OG on my channel. So help me get to 2,000 subs. But with that said, I'm your boy Kaizen, and let's get straight into it. So obviously this will have some spoilers for the new My Hero Academia episode, which is a very kind of climactic episode. And I'm going to be honest with you, and this might sound crazy, I technically haven't watched it yet, but I've seen the scene. It's hard to avoid. I am a dub watcher, but I might just have to give in and watch the episode right after I record this video. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I kind of already knew already. I mean, manga readers didn't really keep it a secret. So yeah, spoiler alert if you haven't seen the episode, or at least don't know what happened. So yeah, we do see Deku. I think they're calling it Deku Rising or Final Embers Deku, and we know what happens. You know, it's his final burst of power, his final efforts against Shigaraki, or All for One. And right when it seems very dire for him, of course Class 1A comes out. We know the story. I won't do a whole like episode summary, but yeah, it was a very cinematic scene. And one thing about the previous My Hero games is, yeah, it covers the story, but you know, it was a slideshow. And we have seen in previous trailers for this game that they're really upping the quality in animation and storytelling. But man, this felt like watching the actual episode trailer for a second there. I mean, the way Class 1A comes out, the execution of the voice lines, like the fact that this isn't even dubbed in the show yet. I don't know if they dubbed it for the show early and they're just using the lines here. I guess we'll find out when the episode gets dubbed. But even Mineta had a cold ass line. I think he used All Might's line like, "Fear not, cause we are here." Like, I never thought Mineta would give me goosebumps, but he did. So I think it's safe to say that playing the story mode in this game is going to be quite a cinematic experience. In fact, I might put that in the title of this video. And it does seem like this is kind of like a final boss fight in the game of sorts. Definitely like towards the end of the game. And I think they recorded this from that boss fight, because right after that cinematic cutscene where they all come out, like Aizawa and Class 1A, it does show gameplay of them fighting Shigaraki. I believe they're calling it All for One Chaos, or yeah, I'm pretty sure it's All for One Chaos, but you know, Shigaraki's body and all that. Pretty cool name. But if you actually see the gameplay, you can see multiple members of Class 1A fighting All for One Chaos. We see pretty much all of them, I think. I mean, we see Momo, we see Mina, we see Kirishima, we even see the tail guy and the sugar guy and Sue, Todoroki, basically everyone, even Todoroki's dad. I mean, basically everyone on the team, right? They've all finished their battles and they're here for the final battle to help Deku. And what really stood out, and I'm pretty sure everyone's talking about, and it was so smart of them to end the trailer in this way, was that one shot of Deku's final smash, which, if you don't know, if you're not on Twitter or anything, it's like everyone has made that their profile picture from the anime and the manga. And now not only is it in the game and in the trailer, but the way that this scene looks, I'll definitely put it on screen for you guys. It looks incredible. This could easily be from an anime. That's how incredible it looks. And then right after that, it cuts to the title screen and obviously the release date and all that. But we do see the not early access, but the pre-order bonus, which is 2 playable characters early unlocked, which is Izuku Midoriya Rising, or like Final Embers or whatever, and as I said, All for One Chaos. Now it is important to remember, because I know people get confused about this in the past with other games like Sparking Zero. This doesn't mean they're DLC characters. You can get the game normally, like even if you don't pre-order, you get it a little later. You still get these characters, but you'd have to unlock them, I'm guessing, through playing the story mode. I'm wondering if this means that other characters will be unlocked by playing the story mode, I don't know. But yeah, this is saying you unlock these characters early, whereas if you didn't do a pre-order, you would have to, I guess, play the story mode. Maybe these are the only 2 characters you have to play the story for, like in Bleach, where you get the final Getsuga Tenshu Ichigo from finishing the story. Personally, I wouldn't be against them making the whole or at least most of the roster, unlockable for playing the story. But I know how some people get mad at that because not everyone plays these games for the story. I guess it's up for debate. You let me know what you think. Should they make them unlockable, or should all the cast be unlocked from the get-go and just make these two characters unlockable? I guess we'll find out very soon. Maybe this is a confirmation, to be honest. Unfortunately, we still have no DLC reveals. We do know that there's 5 characters, or specifically we don't have reveals for the DLC characters, but yeah, they're for the deluxe edition and the ultimate edition. Now if I'm not mistaken, the deluxe edition only gives you the DLC characters and like some cards, but the ultimate edition includes all the costumes and like some HUD banners and some stuff like that. I think that's everything. Now I don't know if I forgot about this and it was already revealed, but it's actually 20 costumes, which is pretty crazy, to be honest. Personally, I'm going to be buying the game physically, which means standard edition, but I will at least buy, or probably buy, the DLC characters, unless I end up hating the game, of course. But as for when we'll get the DLC character reveals, I guess it will be a trailer of their own. I don't think they will reveal all of them at once, but I guess it could be after the game comes out. I know some games are happy to reveal it beforehand, like Sparking Zero did with the Diamond DLC and Superhero. Now personally, I think it will be like some of them revealed first and then a few of them after. I really think that My Hero Academia Vigilantes will be DLC, because I know some people say that should be a separate game. I just don't see that happening. I mean, it's possible, but I don't think it will get enough of a push. Whereas them being DLC characters, or at least a couple DLC characters, I definitely see being the case. And I also see movie characters being DLC characters. I guess they would have to like half and half it, maybe like 3 movie characters and 2 vigilante characters. Let me know what you think. I haven't started Vigilantes yet, but I do know that Season 2 comes out in January if I'm not mistaken, and this game comes out in February, so that would time up very nicely. And movie characters, there's no rush, to be honest with you. I've seen the first 3 movies and not the 4th one, so there's definitely characters from those movies that would fit perfectly fine in this game and actually be very fun to play as. It's too bad we can't get them as story packs either. But that's pretty much all my thoughts on the game as of right now, and from this trailer, of course. But do let me know what you think down below. What did you think of the trailer, and what do you want to see from the next trailer? And you know, are you excited for the game? Are you still a little hesitant on it? Personally, like, I do take these anime games for what they are. Like, I'm much more like, I don't want to say critical, but you know, for example, I didn't buy the Demon Slayer game because I don't know, I feel like they were purposely holding back so that they can milk a 3rd game. Whereas with this game, one of the reasons why I'm excited for it is because it's the 3rd and final game, and I really feel like they're going all out. But I still think, like, you know, it's an anime game by Bandai. It always feels like they're still not half-assing it, because they seem to be doing quite well for this game. It feels like a full package, but I still think they could do more. My dream is, you know, crossplay and I guess better netcode, although Viking has decent netcode. But I just feel like crossplay right now is like a dream for these kind of games and nothing more. Although oddly enough, Viking, which does My Hero Ultra Rumble, does have crossplay, so I don't know, maybe it's possible, maybe it's not, but I wouldn't hold out hope for it. But yeah, that would be the dream, crossplay. That's all I can really ask for so far, because other than that, it seems like this has everything. I know some people aren't a fan of the tag mechanics, but you know, some people are. Like, some people hate Naruto Storm 4 and some people loved it. But regardless, let me know what you think below. And since you've watched this far, you clearly enjoyed hearing me talk about the game and want to hear more from me. So why not hit that like button and that subscribe button to see more of me. And also, it really helps me out a lot. I'm trying to hit 2,000 subs. Maybe one day I'll be a bigger content creator and you can say you were here early. But with that said, I've been your boy Kaizen. Follow my Twitter in the description below. Check out my videos on screen now. I think you'll like them, including more My Hero videos. And with that said, I've been your boy Kaizen, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.